power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always verdurous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing rainbows, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy. Becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all, to bring us home.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, Jevin. Welcome, Abby. Welcome, W Tango Foxtrot Gaming. Welcome, Super Piggles 1. Welcome, Star 55 Wars, BZ4M. Gabe Moreira. Welcome, Just Some Dude. Welcome, Kill-I-L-I-O. Welcome, Badger Spanner. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome, Al Cleek. Welcome, Honorary Senior. Feliz cumpleaños, I tease this week. Welcome, Lino Bugatti. Dragon DZ, Delilah Rain. Howdy there, Twitten. Sean Bradley, IGA underground. Welcome, Genesis Frog and Winston B. Welcome, Druscari 9. Welcome, Jeff of America. Amy Nelson, Donna Marie, Squirrel Master, Coit Anderson, 10 Horizon Swift 10, Avocado Ken. Welcome, Mitsuli Dreams, Taylor Hill. Anybody with that person's name in it is gonna get banned. Don't promote. Hey, here's a fun thing. Don't use the name of a real person in your name if you are not that person, because you run the risk, I don't like that person. And you're just gonna get banned. Forever. You know? Welcome, the Doctor 11. I actually do like the Doctor, so that person's fine. But, how would they know? Hey, welcome New Jersey Coffee Junkie. Welcome, Anna Galena. Welcome, Fixing Lemur for lots of numbers. Glad everyone is here today to watch some Hermitcraft. What's really weird is in the Twitch chat. Okay. But welcome one and all. Okay. Well, here's the thing. There are a lot of reasons I don't like people, If you, for example, are so bad at your job that not only do you have, journalists who are citizens of your country killed in your own consulates, Joe Hills is not going to like you. And then when you let 5% of your entire oil production get blown up by an unknown enemy, and it's unclear if it's Yemen or Iran or whoever, and you're just going to let the U.S. blame this on Iran, even though there's a lot of people that don't like you, because, as I pointed out, you murder your own citizens with bone saws in your own consulates, then yeah, I'm not going to like you. I'm looking at you, MBS. I'm looking at you, MBS, right now. But there's a lot of people that Joe Hills doesn't like. That's just one of them. People are like, why would Joe Hills dislike somebody? There's one reason. It's real easy. Last night we were talking about Bolsonaro. Also, not a great guy. Frustrating guy. Don't like him. Plenty of people I don't like. If your name on YouTube or Twitch or Mixer references somebody who I don't like, I don't have time for that. This is my happy time. This is Joe Hills' happy time. This is when Joe Hills gets to put everything away and just have fun playing video games and just get to enjoy himself and turn off all the anger and all the rage for just a brief moment. Just a brief moment. Oh no, I'm looking at iJevin's Twitch TV chat. Oh, I've been greeting a bunch of people who are not watching this at all. Oh, how do I fix that? Anyway. Hopefully I didn't ban anybody in iJevin's chat. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Hey, wait, hold on. Is New Jersey Coffee Junkie's dad there? Oh man, I'm glad he got to see my emotional experience. I like it. I like opening up the stream with something different every time. That was iJevin's chat, though. Whoops. Okay. So, welcome to the people who are actually in my Twitch chat, who include Origami Resistance, Samira2, Crash Heart. Okay. Oh man, we are having fun. Here's the thing, is I am super emotional, because I just got done watching the Lego Movie 2 with my daughter, and that movie, I don't know what it is about having kids, but it has just made me like super sappy, and just watching this movie, I'm just like, I'm gonna cry like 8 times. So, yeah. And that movie is all about how the world is not great, but it can be a little bit better if we try. And so when people want to come here to my chat, or possibly iJevin's chat, and cause me problems. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. A lot of people are saying they also cried in the Lego Movie. That makes me feel a lot better. I strongly recommend it, the Badger Spanner. Or a Badger Spanner. Any Badger Spanner at all. I recommend that film too. So, quick note, Badger Spanner, on your icon there, you know how there's the one stripe coming down the badger's face? Why doesn't that stripe that wraps around the badger's nose, why doesn't that stripe make a wrench? It's real simple. Talk to your designer. Garvin Dragon, who says, say hi to the Red Sun Discord, please, ×3. Hi to the Red Sun Discord 3 times, please. Oh, I already messed that up. I'll do it one more time. Joe to the Say Hi Red Badger Sun. Oh, I lost it. I tried. Red Sun Badger Spanner Discord, Garvin Dragon, please times 3 people. Joe Hills does his best. It's not great. But thanks to that $20 donation, that brings us to our first fundraising milestone. So, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm just going to wander over here to the left side of the screen, and we're going to turn off our setting up stream notice thing. That is a legitimate design critique, Badger. I'm genuinely trying to help you. Also, Red Sun Discord, hello, 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 hello. So I actually did do that. Okay. What was I going to do? Where we're at right now, the current challenge that we ended last stream with is we need to run redstone that currently emerges here up to there. And I've been trying to figure out how best to do that. This is quality content, New Jersey Coffee Junkie. I apologize. If it makes you feel better, Mr. Badger Father. No, why am I saying Badger on every word now? I was going to say, if it makes you feel better, Mr. New Jersey Coffee Daddy. Yeah, my parents try to watch this stuff too, and they barely tolerate it because I'm their child. So everything I make is incredibly niche. I hope that trying to avoid making mass market art will give my creative works more long-term value, or at least more immediate value to those who particularly enjoy them. But I also recognize that what I do is basically indiscernible from complete rubbish to literally everyone else. Like, if you don't enjoy what I do, that is in no way a failure of yours, and you will not be judged for it in any way. Everything I do is bizarre on some level. Partially because so a lot of people are like, why are you playing video games? Get a job. Basically, I work all the time, and I'm constantly exhausted, and I'm just like, I need to have something for me or I'll go completely nuts. And I say this believing that I haven't already, and there's a lot of juries, and none of them are in on this. There's no complicity from the jury on this important, crucial element. This is not the best way to run redstone, like, at all, but we are at least accomplishing our immediate goal. So, of the ways I could approach this problem, this is where we're at. Yeah, basically, people tend to enjoy my work because it comes from a genuine, heartfelt place, and I'm too exhausted from juggling my family obligations, my career obligations, and just all the other things that I feel like if I didn't do, I wouldn't be a good community member. And eventually you get something like this. And I'm not sure that that's good or bad. A lot of people have strong feelings one way or the other. But yeah, this is performance art that is basically evidence of why we should let people work less, I guess. We do these things not because we are lazy, but because we have worked so hard for a decade and our brains have melted. Yeah. I saw that burnout was added to the DSM lately. So that means I have to avoid psychologists to avoid getting diagnosed. Because, last thing we need are accurate diagnoses of things. I actually am genuinely... I'm saying this humorously because that is how I deal with all struggles in my life. But I actually have been working really hard for the last 6 months or so to try to better balance my responsibilities and making time for myself. And it's difficult. But yeah. Hopefully does this properly signal now? Does this properly signal? Okay, I can't use the ladder. Okay, so no, we need to send this through one more inverter. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. So when this comes out of here, rather than run it through that, we're going to run it through this. And then that will reroute this. Oh, wait, no, maybe we didn't need it on an inverter. Okay, wait. So we would actually desire that to be unpowered. What I'm trying to do is wire an incredibly simple circuit. If you know the fundamentals of circuits, the only big difference between them in the real life and in this video game is that you don't actually need to return or complete. You don't need to return the signal to complete the circuit. But all the logical gates that you would use and or not, that all still works. Okay, so the issue is that the technique I'm using to... Oh, I'm not actually conveying the power as I intended. That will do it, folks. So we'll actually want that there. Oh, but that won't run the signal to here the way we want it to. So we actually need to have a... This redstone repeater is basically a diode. Okay, so we need to now confirm if we reset this. Basically, we've got a timer that's based on how far people turn in this book that starts this game. And if the timer is triggered past a certain point when you reach junctures, you'll either end up in a deadly trap or not. So, as you can see, this is the timer. Because we reset the book, it's resetting the timer, which is unfortunate because it takes 90 seconds to reset this whole thing. But that's fine. Okay. Bookend Kitties writes, one of the hardest parts of being an adult is taking enough time for yourself. I think that's... I'm wary of saying something like that so directly because I think arguably the hardest part of being an adult is sustainably taking care of your family and those around you. And you can't sustainably do it without taking care of yourself because other people, like kids especially, kids will tell you what they need or what they think they need, but you can usually figure it out. But like what you need when you are trying to deal with all this stuff isn't always obvious. I think most of the time I need rest, but I've got all these things I gotta do, so I'm like, well, I should just keep doing more things until I can't help but rest. But then if you go to bed stressed, you don't sleep as well. So it's like, clearly there's a lot of missing pieces here. Let's see if this is... So as soon as that signal reaches all the way over to here, from there, do we have time to eat a carrot? Oh no, we're out of carrots. We have time to eat a carrot, but we didn't bring one. Oh, is this looping back on a... Oh, no, that's bad, that's bad. Okay. We need... So this line here, this 90 seconds and on line, actually is not hooking into things the way we want it to. We wanted that particular line there to actually hook up to this. But we need to fix that with a repeater, which is once again basically a diode. So we're going to feed this... We're going to knock out two of these here. Feed that into there, and then connect that like so. Great. So that way, the signal from this torch doesn't go back up through there. Now, that should mean that, now, in its resting state, before the timer is triggered, the entire course here should be safe. It should only become deadly after the traps go off. Okay, so This one, though, is in its deadly dump you into the lava mode right now. So we're going to actually... I was right earlier. Oh, man. I got to eat carrots or I will die. I could eat other things if I had them around, but I don't. Okay. Also, the sun is setting. I'm better at remembering when to go to sleep in video games than in real life. Bum, 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 bum. Making your way in video games sure can wear you out. Trying to plan all your building, lay your circuits out. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go and eat a bunch of carrots now. You'll get the circuits done anyhow. You gotta replace some wiring and check everything out. But you should eat some carrots anyhow. Do. Okay, wait, so that did not help. We are losing signal somewhere in here. Somewhere in here, the signal is not conveying properly. So it runs into... And that's what's happening. This repeater here is not properly passing the signal into there. Okay. This is all sorts of interesting in all sorts of ways. But we can route around that. We can lower this circuit here. Or this wire here. This lead, as the British would call it. They love Leeds so much they actually have an entire city named Leeds. Why is that torch still going? Because it's not on a block. Okay. We need to put a torch... Put that... Oh, whoops. That's how we break the roller coaster. Good thing no one was on it. There we go. So, now we can take this excess scaffolding and repair the part of that we broke. That kind of looks better. Okay. So, this now looks all kinds of weird over here. Whoops, we are falling back in the pit. Undesirable. Okay, so we can replace that one. Okay, so now we're up here. This is properly routing the signal. Okay, great. So, we can check off number 6 on our trap juncture list. Trap juncture 5. Hey, welcome Oregano Cactus. Welcome to another Joe Hill stream from Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. So, trap juncture 5 here is properly powered at this point. That's great. Want to eat more carrots. I should have brought golden carrots, but I'm not made of money. Welcome, Eddie. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Oh, hey, Manatee Gag's here. Welcome, Vin. Glad to see you again. I don't know if you guys have PAX Unplugged plans yet. I have my tickets, and I still need to make formal travel arrangements. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to bring my daughter or not. But it looks like with school, that is not going to be the case, so I might as well just buy the airfare for myself, which is not as fun. Okay. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. We were going to run the signal up these wires as well. We had a trap juncture here with a signal going up to it, and another one right here. Are these actually active the way they should be? This one needs an inverter based on where the clock is right now. And how's this one? This one's also in the wrong state. So it looks like if we add a single inverter, since these are both on the same line, if we add a single inverter anywhere on that line, it should fix everything. Or maybe we remove an inverter. Do we have an inverter here that I just really didn't need? Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put in an inverter here. This is like Doctor Who. Yeah, we're just going to reverse the polarity. So why does that... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Tennessee is shaped like a parallelogram. Okay, this one is clearly not carrying the signal up because we just inverted it and it is doing its own thing. Are these actually alternating as... Nope. That one's on, that one's off, that one's on, that one's off. Okay. So, now we're in a pit. Whoops. So why is it... So maybe I didn't need the inverter before. I just needed to not have this be wrong. Mantigag is in the Twitch chat, yeah. So... maybe the signal just wasn't reaching that far or something. Wait, something is manually triggering this, is what it is. Where's that redstone? Where's that signal coming from? Look at this, it's lit up from nowhere. It's lit up from nowhere, you guys. Oh, I bet there's a signal underneath here somewhere. Hold on. There's something underneath here. Somewhere there's a wire passing underneath here. Ghost redstone. The block was powering the redstone itself somehow. Well, I guess we can fix that by putting in better redstone here. Oh wait, that's going to cause its own problems now, though, with this inverter. So, like, what if we force that into here, and then have that go like that, and then... Oh, this is so potentially deadly. A lot of the parts of this plan are undesirably bad, but that doesn't make it a bad plan. That just makes it a undesirable approach. But if we approach it slowly, or even better, back away quickly, hopefully everything will work out. Okay, so now this one is going to where it should go. This one's going to where it should go. Let's go check if all of the traps are currently going where they should go, and then we turn on the timer, and then they still go to the new places they should go, the deadly places. Then we'll know we did this. Okay, so we're gonna try running the course with the timer off and make sure that we can complete the whole thing. Then we'll come back and visually inspect if anything else has gone wrong. Okay. Uh-oh. It's about to get dark. So we're about to be surrounded by monsters in like 10 seconds. And this track... Oh, thank you, B-Dubs. Okay, so we're going up the way we're supposed to go. We're going to go down at a cool angle. Gonna go back up. Okay. Yeah, this is working. Never eat on a roller coaster. They'll actually yell at you. And your food might end up in somebody's face, and then they'll yell at you. There's a lot of yelling on roller coasters. Bring hearing protection. Just, you know. Pro tip. Okay, that was a perfect run. Part of me wants to be, like, super excited about that, but, like, I'm a professional programmer. So this is basically what professional programming looks like. You spend, like, 6 weeks on something, and then right before it finally works, you fix 8 different errors that have multiple causes, and then it works, and you're just like, I don't know what I expected. I spent 8 weeks on it. Of course it works. Like, I'm just too broken a man to enjoy this. So, okay, let's move on. We're going to turn a bunch of pages here to start the timer. And then we are going to... So, we're going to wait and see when each of the trap junctures reset. Okay. So, at a certain point, there should be a timer that then forces this to push people that way. I'm better than good oregano cactus. I'm a professional. This is why I normally don't do redstone dooring videos, because it's too close to my, like, day job. Yeah, I'd say that this probably took me 6 to 8 hours a week over the course of 6 to 8 weeks. So, possibly 64 hours. Okay, so the signal there has now flipped that into there. When we go back around here, this one is now pointing into here. That's good. Let's verify that the next one is also going where it should go. It is. Okay. What is my day job? I make websites and other custom business logic applications using technology. It's really fun. Okay. So we're going to drop down here, verify that this trap has gone off. This is where people get to see the sweet redstone action. And this is then going to route you here, straight into the lava fall. Whoops. Oh no, I wanted that. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to have to go get another one of those. Really? That does not sound innocent, oregano cactus. That sounds like people might have misplaced their toys and aren't sure who currently has them. I don't think that is as innocent as you are pretending. I think you are messing with me. This is we're about to record our next recording segment. And then this one, this is the last one. Okay. So why, we're so close to having this working. So close. So, is this because the repeater wasn't really necessary, or is this because we screwed up? Let's check, does the signal actually convey upward from there? Okay, so we don't have time for your oral activities, Badger Spanner. Everybody's got these different, what do you call them? Colorful things projecting outward. I don't know. So, this is definitely conveying information, but is it conveying information from down here properly? Maybe we're missing one of these? So, why is this not working? Why, like, this is like 90% close to done. We are in the QA process. Oh, man. Volcanic Curve called me a noob right now. Dude, I have been writing software professionally for like 11 years now. And this is exactly the sort of stuff that never goes away. You will just have a million things. There's a million things that go into getting something this complicated to work. And you will think you have everything working. And it just doesn't. There's just something wrong. So, it looks like the actual truth is what we didn't need was this repeater, because fixing the glitch down there made this repeater now redundant. I am Solar Flare. This is literally my process for every live stream I do where I film a video is basically the equivalent of rubber duck coding with YouTube production. Okay, so now we're going to confirm that every single one of the traps works. Okay. Way we're going to do that, we're going to get on our cart here, going to press the button. Okay, trap juncture 1 functions. Trap junction function. Should have saved function for the later rhyme there. Dropping down pits filled with faux lava. Trap junction. Diagnostic function. It's really hard to open Rhyme Zone when I need both hands on the computer right now. But, okay, clearly, let's verify that this one works. So, assuming you somehow managed to get on that one after the timer, which would be very hard to do, you would swing up here, and then you swing down here. You go up that. You're like, what? Where am I going? Oh, that's bad. That's actually supposed to drop you back down there. Okay, so that is one repair we need to make. Oh no. Repair the train tracks. If you were Rapunzel, you could repair the trains with your golden hair. but I don't have any of that, so I'll use these golden tracks. They're silky but not flax. They're actually class acts with an atomic symbol of AU for you and me, with an atomic symbol for us. We'll all now see. Okay, so oh, whoops, I left this open. It's getting dark. The repeater downstairs need to face into the side of the block with a torch attached to the block. I don't know that that's true. Oregano, I don't think they'd be asking for it if it wasn't actually bad. I think that you guys are messing with me. This is why when I did the Joe Hills Pronounces German Words stream, I only did it with Doc to make sure that I wasn't accidentally saying anything rude. Rowdy, stop promoting your channel. I'm just saying, it reminds me of, like, hand checks on the band bus. We don't want to get banned around here, so let's try this now. Wait, is there a band called Kindness Self-Indulgence? Also, if there is not a band called Kindness Self-Indulgence... Where's my phone? I need to text my brother. He has guests right now. He will not be pleased. I'm putting on a song while I go find my phone. That's so good. This is professional.
I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
While I was up, I noticed for some reason I did not get an email alert for this. Sorry, sometimes international donations don't send me an alert email. But thank you to Lauren for $20, who writes, I don't ever do these things, but this is dedicated to the wonderful community you have gathered and the beautiful, supportive people I am lucky enough to call my friends. Thank you, Joe. Well, thank you, Lauren. That $20, I'm going to go ahead and log that on our, justifying this to my family abacus. My dadbacus. I wish I had time to workshop that. And we are going to expand Joe. Do 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 do. There we go. Face camera expanded. Guys, I don't know who Logan or Kindness Self-Indulgence are, but if they want to fight, you know, like, as long as they do it comedically or like diplomatically, I'm sure they'll do great. Anna Galena, save your money. You're a college student or something. Maybe you're not. I shouldn't say things like that may or may not be true, whether or not I know if they're true, because I don't want to reveal things about people to the strangers on the internet who are listening. But, Anna, no, don't waste your money. Okay. Famicus. Famicus is good. It's like the family circus. I'm Bill Keane, you guys. I made it. I'm Bill Keane. Everybody thought little Billy was going to grow up and become him. But nope. It's just me. Joe Hills. Oh. Famicus. Yep. But yes. So thank you very much for the $40 in donations thus far this stream. How did I become a member of Hermitcraft? I was invited, and despite my objections, I joined anyway. Okay. What are we looking at now? Okay, so that might have been because I didn't have the full momentum that the cart would normally have. But hey, it did route it around there like it's supposed to. Let's try this again. The repeaters at my branch at 15 seconds. Okay, Sharp Fang. That's actually a helpful enough bug report that I can go follow up on it. So I will go check the 15-second one momentarily. Just give me a sec. I need to verify that this is working. So that's going to take you down to here. Then slide you around, down, into that slow drip. Okay, so we're going to need redstone on that one too. I'm going to need to power these, obviously. Okay, I'm going to go over to the 15 seconds juncture and look at that real quick. I don't think we have anything pulling at the 15-second juncture, because the 15-second juncture should not be doing anything. I just marked where 15 seconds started. Yeah. So these two repeaters here are so the 15-second lead doesn't interact with the 75-second lead. This is the 45-second one right here. That should be working properly. This wire was actually something for the dispensers that we ended up not using. This is not connected, Oh, wait. Hold on. Where am I? Yeah, this might be just some completely unrelated wire. Which is also something you find sometimes when you're programming. This was a proof of concept wire that I think no longer serves a concept. Sharp Fang says maybe it was the 30-second one. Yeah, I mean, these things are clearly... I mean, as far as I can tell, this is doing what it's supposed to do. Welcome, Liara. Okay. So we have a few more redstone traps to check. Now the next one is especially dangerous because it's actually a live volcano lava plume. But clearly, that would go into there. Don't actually... Oh, yeah, it's gone. Next problem. So now we need to get another cart. Repeater is powered and torch is powered. I don't see what you're saying is the problem. Yeah, so the repeater... You're saying the repeater is going to power the torch no matter what. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. You're saying I need to route that repeater like so. And then that will fix it. Thank you, Manty Gag. Thank you, Sharp Fung. Okay, so, okay, nighttime is back. Nighttime is back again. What time is that? The time to lay down your head. Get all your blankets on and snuggle up tight. Look, Liara, they don't teach geography in schools anymore. I don't know what you're expecting of the administration. So... up we go. To here. Is this working now, or is this the opposite? This is the opposite. So... the inverter we've placed and removed 8 times. We've confirmed actually needs to be there. Okay. So, yes, at this point, that would force you down into there. We have confirmed all 6 junctures now work. Hey, welcome Vinsho Ken. Okay, so we have the entire thing working. I think we have the whole thing working. Do we dare risk embarrassing ourselves by letting somebody else ride it? Okay. Oh, man. I don't know if my body is ready for this thing to be complete. Yeah, Liara never says any hello to anyone. You know, you could probably just shorten that to bar and then have the hyphen there, honorary senior. Okay. Okay. Don't make it lethal if you want someone to test it. Oh, yeah, being lethal is... I need to fill all the lava in first. That's right. Yeah, we need to make it lethal before we have people test it. Thank you. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 bum 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 dun dun. You're welcome, Anna Galena, for my creative spellings. You need to move this guy too. I am legitimately pleased with myself. I work really hard to write good jokes, and it's a lot of times just easier to make fun of you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not making fun of you. Yeah, Vin, I don't know. I think it's a grown-up thing. But they're saying it's not a grown-up thing, and I'm dubious. So I'm just like, this sounds like adult content. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like, it sure sounds like one. Okay. Oh, man, I saw... Oh, yeah. This one, actually, we just break that block. Oh, no. We break that block, and we place that block. What did I just flood? Oh, no, did I just flood all the wires underneath here? Ooh. There's still an issue with the repeater of one of the ones powering the ravine. Wait, what? See, that plugs into that. This runs down through here. This all seems fine to me, you guys. Look at this. This is some masterful redstone. Yeah, that just works. If you guys can't explain what it is because it's so benign, it's like, this isn't, I don't understand what your problems are here, really. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to put this about here, and put that one about there. Then, we'll just kind of let the lava pool flow. That should... That didn't really give us the entire lava experience that I was going for. Kind of... gentle burning escapades. Experience. My current state is Tennessee. What's... I don't know what's so hard about that, you guys. Read a map. Yeah, I don't believe in karma in the classical sense, Anna Galena. So you can take your pseudo-spiritual, faux-scientific nonsense elsewhere, apparently. Good things aren't going to make... Doing good things is not going to guarantee you a better life, and doing bad things is not going to guarantee you a worse life. What it will guarantee is a better world or a worse world, and you got to decide if you're a selfish person or a kind person. So, sorry for the truth check, but karma is garbage. If you really want to escape the cycle of samsara, legitimately improve the world such that it becomes unnecessary. That's the Joe Hill's opinion on that. Okay. Okay. So do we have enough empty buckets? Well, we have some actual buckets. Oh, we do need to put this block of redstone there. Okay. It's by the underground ravine with the stained glass. I'm pretty sure that that's working perfectly, you guys, because I tested it in both states and it's working. But look. Okay, so you guys are... So this part here is supposed to run from the 75-second lead down, and then it does. It works exactly the way it's supposed to. It runs into there. It runs down here. It's fine. Everything about it is fine. Okay. So there we go. That is going to drive you straight into there. Okay. So this leaves us with a few things left to do. I don't know that that joke makes any sense except in the context of Anna Galina's thing. It's just going to sound like I'm saying that she's drunk. It literally, you guys have not thought this through at all. Ugh, you guys. Okay. So, what happened to our... There we go. Birch trap doors. We're going to need those real quick. Okay. Good, good, good. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if that's going to be close enough for that to work. Well, let's try it this way. I'll try it that way. Tell me why that lava won't spread laterally. Tell me why I'm disappointed here in Tennessee. Tell me why this molten rock won't follow me. Do 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 dee. Gonna fly with empty buckets downward to a place that's magmatically preferred. Gonna find so much lava, you'll say, oh my word. Oh boy, ain't you heard? Badger Spanner, we all do. That's not how those ladders are intended to be used. Welcome, Hero Eliza. Hero Eliza, welcome you today. My name's Joe Hills here in Tennessee. No way that I could play this game without you watching or these other folks. That's where I get my orders for marching. From y'all in chat. I think there's lava out this way. Whoa. Look at that. That could have gone really badly. See, I told you there was a lava area here. This is where I come to listen to laser guided meditation. It's really good. Okay. Laser guided meditation. How did I already get lost? Have a good night, Redacted Trauma. Thank you, Gobjet Babarat. I try to be as precious as I can. Like, I want people to think of me, and then I don't want them to think of some guy, some random dude just being like, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Because I believe that people will really remember us more for our actions than our words. And so, even though those are literally my words, what I believe, like internally, what I believe I'm projecting is more like this. Hi, my name is Joe Hills, and I am playing a Minecraft on the video internet. I got these fireworks, and they're really sparkly, and they make me go zoom out toward the moon. No, wait, that's the sun. But we've only begun. We're going to have fun here in Minecraft. We're going to take these buckets of lava and make rafts of minecarts below. And we'll let the lava flow around the iron carts. We'll let our molten hearts and the rest of our body parts come apart. Magmatically we'll sing. Oh no, what is this thing? Why is it full of molten rock and flame? In a video game, why are we always getting burned? How come we have never learned? What page could we have turned? But instead the knowledge that we spurned has churned us up like butter. We might have been the cream of the crop, but now we're gonna get back on top somehow, some way, sometime, someday. Until then, I guess, let us play. Until then, I guess, let us play. I'm simply do my best to let us play. Okay, so where are we going now? I think we need more lava. Oh, hey, I have one more. Okay. Liara says, I envy your improv skills so much. Well, that's why I build roller coasters like this for 2 hours a day, 6 to 8 hours a week. Because this is actually my improv practice time. I improve my skills while I do this. The YouTube chat had literally no comments on any of that. The Mixer chat is busy greeting Space Dorito, but that's fine. Some of them at least liked some of those jokes. And the Twitch stream is like, do you always sing? I don't know what this is. That's about fair. I don't always sing. Sometimes I let my brother sing. Here's a song I wrote, sung by my brother while I go get more lava. This is a Pokemon Go rhyme and geography song called My Destinies in Tennessee.
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good. just out walking with my friends. So you can fly
Dane,
coast to
welcome.
coast.
We're so happy you're here. We were just talking about you.
Antics
Everybody's like,
of
I miss Dane so much.
But my destiny's here in Tennessee.
My
Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing licky tongues in Providence. And you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those Squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. If you've never seen one of my streams before, you might not know that's a song I wrote, performed by my brother Sean. I was inspired by George Strait, who wrote All My Exes Live in Texas, subtitled That's Why I Live in Tennessee, which is a rhyme and geography song in which the names of all of his exes are, they rhyme with the names of cities in Texas. And I was like, that's pretty good. And I saw Tom Lehrer do I'm Spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica. And I'm just like, I feel like I could do a rhyme and geography song. And because I could only find 2 of them in the entire Western canon. And like, maybe there should be a third. But what would I rhyme? I was like, well, I should rhyme places from Tennessee with something. And then I was like, but like with what? And I was like, should I rhyme them with computer science concepts? No. Should I rhyme them with this? Should I rhyme them with that? And before you know it, I realized that I should be rhyming them with the names of Pokemon. So that's what I did. We are going to record this once we get all the lava in. I really thought I had some extra iron here somewhere, and I'm going to go crazy trying to find it. Because I really don't want to make this many trips. I'm running low on fireworks. Tom Lehrer is indeed an icon. Yeah, he wrote one of the songs I use for vocal warm-ups. Very interesting guy. Tom Lehrer had some very interesting opinions on World War II, the Cold War, all that. He was drafted into the Army. He had graduated from Harvard with a bachelor's degree in mathematics at 17. And so they wanted him to work on the Manhattan Project, and he said no. So then they drafted him into the Army and forced him to work on the Manhattan Project. So he was one of the only, enlisted mathematicians. Almost everybody else there was either a civilian or an officer. But he despite his college degree, he was a drafted enlisted guy who worked on the Manhattan Project. And, he didn't get his bachelor's at 17. He had gotten his PhD from Harvard at 17. Yeah, he had literally, that was why they wanted him so badly. He was a super genius. But he writes great songs, too. And so, yeah. Anyway, he, after the war ended, he went back to Harvard to become a math professor and to write goofy songs. Some of the songs he wrote, he basically self-funded. He went and paid money. He didn't send his music off to a record company. He went to, a guy that made records and said, hey, I want to record my songs, and I'll try to sell them at the local record shop to my students, see if any of them buy them. And they did. And some of those records got mailed out to Dr. Demento. I don't know if you guys know who Dr. Demento is. He is a disc jockey from the West Coast who went on to inspire Weird Al Yankovic. Dr. Demento ran a radio show where he would play funny music. And very influential figure. So, anyway. So Tom Lehrer ended up writing songs. Oh, okay. My brother says that Kindness, Self-Indulgence could also be an album title. It doesn't have to be a band name. That's good because we don't need a second band, but we might need a second album title. So, anyway. While we run down to... Yeah. I was really thinking about wearing this tank top to conventions so you guys can recognize me easier, but it does nothing to conceal my nipples, except during, with the chroma key, you can't see them at all. But, yeah, if I was just walking around the convention floor with this, it would just be like, oh, there's some very distinctive shadows there. So, probably not going to be wearing this to conventions. I'll probably have some other lime green shirt or something to wear. Okay. Oh, what was that? You want me to ban all the people talking about Sahara? Okay. No, I got lazy. I just timed out one. I'll ban the rest later. So what I was going to say is, last time I came down here, I put on music while I gathered all the lava. But I can just sing something this time, by Tom Lehrer. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and radium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthium, and osmium, and astatine, and rhodium, gold and protactinium, and indium and gallium, and iodine and thulium and thorium and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium. There's strontium and silicon and silver and samarium, and bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Whoa, no, my inventory just overflowed. Okay, so we can only get one more. Okay, that's it. There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francium and fluorine and terbium. Oh, wait. Which way? Here we go. And manganese and mercury, molybdenum, magnesium, dysprosium, scandium, and caesium and cesium, and lead, praseodymium, and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, and tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium, and chromium, and calcium, and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. There may be any others, but they haven't been discovered. Do. Vibe check. So there you go. There's a little bit of Tom Lehrer's The Elements song. It's a lot easier when I can actually look at the words. Is it nighttime out? Are we going to have problems? Those are not in order, so you won't be actually able to. Dane does not miss Mixer chat ever. He's just like, these people. You are why I leave. Dane, why do you keep leaving? Look around you. This is why. Dane, no. We say Dane, no. Dane, don't leave. We will miss you too much. Dane, no. We say Dane, no. Please don't leave us, you kind such and such. Please, Mr. Sanity Man, please don't leave our chat room. We need Dane to keep us grounded. Whoa. Don't risk it this time. Okay. He says he's got this, but I'm going to move somewhere safe while we wait for him to actually. Alrighty. Sorry, New Jersey Coffee Junkie's dad, that you had to put up with me this whole time instead of enjoying your daughter's presence more attentively. Hopefully this helped you learn something about what she values in some way. I don't know. Goodbye, New Jersey Coffee Daddy. Hey, J Bunny 30 Harris, thank you for the $10. That brings us halfway to our next face camera expansion. And I should check the, hey, we got a PayPal donation as well. Oh, that's the one from earlier we already acknowledged. I don't know why these international PayPal emails take so long to come through. Yeah, we have too many antics here. Too many antics. Yes, I'm like carrying my head around on this birch door plate. Hold on, if I put my arm, that's the wrong arm. Oh my gosh, I hate the mirroring on this thing. How is this arm on that side? Yeah, that doesn't hide that at all. Okay. Yeah, so now, bring me the head of Joe the Hermit. That's my best King Herod voice. But it's actually more like, Was it his father or his wife that was like, could I have the head of Joe the Hermit? I don't know. Whatever. Disembodied. Everybody needs disembodied heads. Everybody doesn't. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. Bring me the head of Joe the Hermit on a silver platter. Hey, Shopverda, thank you for the $2. Who writes, Violet Beryllium Chick. I wonder what that means. That brings us to 12 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. Oregano Cactus, I am a voice crying out in the desert. Doesn't help. I don't really have anything to say, but I sure say a lot of it. So, fun fact, I don't think it's healthy for YouTubers to model their careers off of Old or New Testament prophets. Let's just take a second and talk about this, Oregano Cactus. That is not healthy. You know, I know a lot of people are like, you know, I want to go out in the world and ask myself, what would Jesus do? Or whatever. But, you know, I don't think it's healthy for somebody to just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be the John the Baptist of YouTube. Because, yeah, that guy was kind of better connected than you, realistically, hypothetical person. But I have done a study of the other prophets of that era that are not biblical. It was literally just a job where people would wander around in the desert and occasionally move in, like, they would wander through towns and, like, just preach or yell random crazy stuff, and eventually people would give them money and food and they'd go away. So, like, what John the Baptist did was a scaled up version of something that hundreds of other people were doing. Like, those random people wandering around the desert who would occasionally emerge into the villages and entertain people might have a following of a few dozen people at most, whereas John the Baptist had, like, hundreds. So, for me, I kind of look at that and I'm like, okay, see, that's the thing, is everybody's always like, well, it's hard to be a YouTuber because this is a brand new job that's never existed, right? And I don't know how to make this work in a modern, or such a new profession has no precedent. How can I learn from the mistakes others made in the past? Actually, a bunch of people used to basically YouTube is wandering around in the desert, occasionally going into town and having people give you food until you leave. This is the same job. It's just we're using technology now. So basically what I'm doing is I looked at that and I said, okay, so I don't believe that I am a prophet in the spiritual, biblical, inspired sense, but I do believe that a study of ancient people whose job was literally like prophet is very beneficial to anyone in the modern technologically fueled, what do you call it, entertainment industry. Does this make any sense? Yeah, and medieval minstrels and bards were a similar profession again. Like, this sort of job, this YouTube thing, has existed for, like, people. It's more common for people to connect it to the medieval minstrels and bards because that was only a few hundred years ago. But literally, 2,000 years ago, people were doing this job. People had this job 2,000 years ago, and I just want to be good at it, you know? So sometimes if I just kind of let the Spirit take me, if I just go a little nuts, get a little crazy, get a little in your face, part of that, it's actually fairly disciplined. Solar flare. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, prophet. That's good. That's really good. I'm not old enough to run for president. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is modern entertainment is actually really closely linked to ancient entertainment, and a lot of the things that those people had to learn YouTubers are banging their heads into walls trying to learn things that people learned 2,000 years ago. And this might sound really weird, but when I've been this is one of the reasons that I think it's so personally important to go to conventions and meet fans in person, because that is one thing that we have lost with the technology of the internet, is we have lost the traveling element to some degree of these ancient minstrels, bards, prophets, whatever. And so it's something that I've been very aggressively traveling. I've realized out of the 22,000 people who follow me on Twitter, I probably literally have spoken to 3,000 or 4,000 of them for an extended period of time. Not like, hey, I talked to this person like when I gave a lecture and they listened, but like a lot of the people who follow me on Twitter are like people I've met at conventions, standing in line for things, going to events, stuff like that. And so when people ask me like, Joe, how come your community seems so much like more like kinder or more mature or more engaged than some of the other YouTubers and stuff, I think a lot of that is that I'm trying to genuinely build a community through interpersonal connection. So yeah. Yeah, I'm building a potentially lethal roller coaster while explaining what ancient prophets have in common with modern YouTubers. That is what is happening right now. Dane Leon says, can confirm Joe does talk to people. Yeah. Oregano Cactus also met me at a convention. New Jersey Coffee Junkie also met me at a convention. The three most recent people to comment in the Mixer chat have all spoken to me for like over a half hour straight at one point. Like, not necessarily one-on-one, but like in a small group setting with less than 6 people. Okay, so we need to deal with this one over here. Oregano Cactus says, meeting you at a convention was one of the best times of my life, to be honest. I would feel very sad for you, except that I know you are very young, and so you have many, many, many exciting things ahead of you. It gets better. So, but I'm pleased. Badger writes, cries in UK. I'm sorry, Badger. Okay, so we need to go get more lava. Anna Galena says, roommate, why is his head in the corner? I was misbehaving earlier and I got sent here. If I'm good, I can come out later. Have a nice supper. Okay, whoops. Ah, we almost landed it. Almost landed it. Well, LEB, as long as the scaffolding is connected to other things, it won't break all. Like, the scaffolding won't chain reaction break, as long as some piece of it still exists. I am reading the YouTube chat, the liege. Whoops. I am 33 years old, I think. I guess that makes sense. So, Anna Galena's roommate, this is basically like a radio show, but it's also kind of like a Miller Boyett production. You might be too young to remember Full House and Family Matters, but there used to be television shows they would film in front of a live studio audience. And so, this is like that. where basically a bunch of random people are the audience while I record my YouTube show. And when I'm not in the like segment part where I'm recording the show actively, it's kind of like I'm walking around chatting with the crowd that's waiting for me to record the YouTube video. So it's kind of weird. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a talk radio host, and then radio basically dried up before I got to be an adult. So yeah, this is basically living out my talk radio dream, except instead of callers, we have people typing stuff in the chat, like your friend Anna Galena, whose name has a great cadence. So yeah, this is the Liege. I am glad you are here. Do I ever come to Kentucky? Asks Nicholas Rowe. Very rarely. Like, I know I mentioned the song earlier, All My Exes Live in Texas, that's why I live in Tennessee. One of the last people I dated for a few years before I met my wife was from Kentucky. And so I kind of just stopped. I used to go to Kentucky all the time to see her, and then when we broke up, I was just kind of like, I don't really want to go to Kentucky anymore. I'm willing to cede that entire territory to her. So I've only been back to Kentucky like 3 times since then. Wow. It's not very far away. I just don't go. Yeah, nobody who has kids knows their age. Once you have your first kid, you stop losing. I forgot to adjust my age every year for like the first 4 years after my daughter was born because we didn't get any sleep. And so people would be like, how old are you? And I'd say how old I was. And they'd be like, I don't think that's your age. Wait, what year did you graduate? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm off by 3 years or 4 years. Whoops. I'm going to need more sun drop soon. Okay, Sue. Okay. So, I feel like I was doing something with these lava buckets. For the best, expect the worst. Okay. The telephone was ringing, so I ripped it off the wall. I cut myself while shaving, now I can't make the call. Things couldn't get much worse, but if they could, they would. A diddy bum, for the best, expect the worst. I hope that's understood, yo diddly bow. Okay. Somebody just asked me to sing the U.S. national anthem. I am not going to make everyone here stand up. And if you do not stand up if a live streamer is singing the U.S. national anthem, then you don't deserve to watch live streams. You know what? I'm just saying. Justin.tv didn't fight and die in Afghanistan for you to not stand for the national anthem when people stream things on live video services. So. Grayson of Sunshine says, Joe, stop. People are going to think you're serious. Okay, Justin.tv is not the name of the guy who actually created Justin TV, just so you know. Yeah, this is why we all need standing desks, so they can play patriotic music at work without disrupting us. I think I'm okay. I'm hands off the keyboard for a minute. This is going to get me in trouble. I'm probably actually going to get in trouble about this. One of the big values of making this show is that it keeps me from saying stupid jokes at work because I have an outlet for that. The outlet is here. But part of me really wants to go send a letter, or not a letter, an email to HR and say, can we all have standing desks so you can play patriotic music and we won't have to disrupt our work to rise for the national anthem. That is a really disrespectful thing to the time of the HR person, and so I shouldn't do it. I'll make an offhand comment. I'll make an offhand comment next time we're at like an office party. Like next time I see the HR person at like a social gathering, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I was just thinking about requesting that we all got standing desks so, we can play patriotic music and not have to disrupt our work to rise for the national anthem." I think that's the appropriate way. Okay, if you repeat the same thing like 8 times, I don't care what you're saying, you're gonna get timed out. Like, that's just... Anthony Wan writes, "Nerd, you play Minecraft because it's trending." Yeah, that's exactly why I play Minecraft. I asked myself, what is the most popular game in the world? And then I said, I'm gonna play that. And that's why I've got 1,800 Minecraft videos, because Minecraft has been the most popular game in the world consistently for the last 8 years. And if Minecraft ever stops trending, I guess I'll take a break. But you got me. You figured it out, man. You figured me out, Anthony Wan. If Anthony 2 comes by, can you tell him that I am actually still waiting for his report on those Babar books? I have been really hoping... his analysis of the illustrators, what do you call them, illustrations, has been... it's just been bothering me. Like, I know he's got it done, but he just hasn't delivered it. So, Anthony, yeah, if you see Anthony 1, if you see Anthony 2, I want that Babar report, okay? Let him know. I should probably just email him directly. I keep hearing zombies, and that's not good. We have to address the elephant in the room, people. Also, I really... Oh, did you guys hear that Chris R is running for Congress? Did you guys hear this? Dan Janjan, who plays Chris R in The Room, is running for Congress in Texas. Now, he got into the film The Room just as a side thing. He was like already a businessman, and he did a million random things. And somehow, so he didn't really know anything about The Room, and he's one of the best actors in it. But anyway. Oh, is that the patrol noise? The Room is not a good movie. The Room is not a good movie, but anyway. Yeah, Chris R from The Room is running for Congress. I think he's going to do a good job. If he can bring the passion that he brought into the role of Chris R into the Texas House of Representatives, I think we're going to have a stronger Longhorn state. When do I think the minigame is done? Pretty much when I finish dumping lava in here. Yeah, you have to find bamboo and bamboo forests. Who's the most active hermit on the server? Well, usually at the times I'm streaming, I'm the most active hermit on the server. Woo! Go me! Victory hat! It's actually my moderation hat. Where is it? Oh, well, this one depicts tobacco use, so can't wear that. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, the bed race. Where's my... okay. So we've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. We are going to have to record an actual segment at some point. Like, that is known. That's probably the best way to figure out which ones already have lava, so I don't double dip. Okay. Whatever happened to Diamond Drop? I don't know. Have I heard of K-pop, and if so, did I enjoy it? I mean, I enjoy hearing about a lot of things, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm so tired, I can't remember other things people have talked to me about. But it sounds like K-pop is very, very cool. And I enjoyed hearing about it. So, yeah. I definitely enjoyed hearing about it. I don't know why that's relevant, but you're welcome. Am I going to charge diamonds for the minigame? Probably. I'm thinking I'm just going to give up on this area to some degree. I'm like, I'm going to put in a gigantic lava pool. It'll be the best, you guys. And part of me is like, no. It's just going to be lava. We're just going to put the lava on the thing where... Here's some lava. Let's not go straight into the... Oh, yeah, I forgot that this whole thing is literally a death trap. I'm going to die so often over here. You can fish for bamboo in the jungle? That makes 0 sense. But, I mean, it makes as much sense as anything else in this video game, so... Eh? Okay, it's up to 82 degrees in here. We're so close to being able to record the finale to this episode, though. It only took us an extra hour and 45 minutes longer than I thought it was going to. CO2 check, we're at 1160, which is okay. I do have a Nintendo Switch. I use it to play Kingdom 2 Crowns, which crashes all the time, and reminds me not to get attached to anything in video games or on computers ever. But if I played any other game, I would get really invested because it wouldn't crash all the time. So, it'd be harder to walk away from. I have a Bachelor's of History from Vanderbilt University, which is a proud part of the Southeastern Conference. Yeah, my shirt is green. Excellent eye. Whoa! Well, I don't know what I expected. Yep. Okay, well, so we have a very brief period of time to get back there. That was our last elytra. Okay, so here's what we have. We have about no time to get back there and retrieve our stuff. Anything that was thrown clear. This is why we wear chainmail and gold, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, okay, anything that was thrown clear, we need to go get. So we're going to take this road here. Oh, this goes so far out of the way. Buy a Did You Die box. All my diamonds were in my inventory. The Potion Master, I have seen Detective Pikachu. I thought it was a wonderful film. Does this connect? I should have taken the horse. Why didn't you guys tell me to take the horse? I'm legitimately disappointed. Legit-appointed. You guys are not excellent neighbors. We've only got 5 minutes to go recover all that stuff. All that stuff in the lava. It's okay, Tentarafu. No one expected you to know better, but the responsible people here, well, they know what they failed at. Yeah, we need more naysayers around here. I am technically a Minecraft player, yes. Okay, so let's see if our elytra survived. Face camera off. Start recording. Hermitcraft Season 6, Episode 129, Segment Echo, Take 1. Well, we are back underground because I have found that the zombies abound, and man, they will pound you into the lava. Is my elytra recoverable? No, additional lava. That is not the plan. Not the plan. Did we get the elytra? We did not get the elytra back. We did recover a lot of buckets, which is nice. I was really hoping the elytra would have been thrown clear of the burning. The elytra was not thrown clear of the burning. Okay. Well, we've been grabbing all these buckets of lava so we can finish the wonderful lava lakes that make up the death traps. I've gotten all the redstone wired, and boy, are my arms tired. Although that's traditionally a transit joke. You know, technically, we are propagating redstone signals and transmitting them. Transit. We're off by a letter. You know, compared to being off by a bunch of lava that burns your elytra, that's not too bad. So, I guess it's time for us to go open this thing up so that we can start charging diamonds, because I've just lost everything. And people are going to say, Joe, why don't you purchase a Did You Die box? And the answer is currently I have 0 diamonds. So maybe this should affect my pricing on the coaster. I don't know. Let's run over there and I'll show you guys what I've gotten done. Time skip. Stop recording. Face camera back on. Sad face.zanga. Okay. Okay, so part of me thinks if I'm making dumb mistakes and it's about to get dark, so I can't run over there, I need to go get carrots for my carrot farm here. Thank you, B-dubs. I was going to say, I should probably take a hydration break and replenish my brain cells so I don't die again. Or accidentally drop lava everywhere. Let's put that away. Thinking. Okay. Hey, Cub, I lost 2 elytras in 24 hours. CO2 check is at 12:30, so that's within safe limits, but I need to vent the room and take a break anyway. So, I'm going to put on a song I wrote, performed by my brother Sean, called Lines. I can say BRB, hydration break, and then we will record the end of the video in just about 5 minutes. Time skip. Where is that button?
Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always virtuous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing rainbows, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy. Becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Hills. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. Here comes the legend, the bravest of brave. Fiercer than lions, more southern than you. He's conquered our hearts, and he'll conquer hell too. Joe Hills. I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm headed down to somewhere, God knows where I am.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do about in Nashville, Tennessee. Wait, sometimes I get an email in the middle of my thing, and I'm like, hey, it's a donation from... And I'm like, that's not a donation. That's Nintendo telling me they're taking more money for my Nintendo Switch Online individual account. Thanks, Nintendo. That's the opposite of a donation. Boo. So if anyone wants to help me pay for my Nintendo Switch membership, feel free to send a thing. Yeah. Okay, so is it in daytime out? Is it safe to go back? We're gonna have to go back. I should have brought the horse. I'm really legitimately mad about how slow this is gonna be. Reese Sithar says, why is your face not big yet? It gets bigger when the face camera donations come through. We're 12 out of $20 toward the next face camera expansion. Okay. Also, if anyone wants to see what the tank top actually looks like, some random person on Twitter, who I hope is not a terrible person because I'm going to have to go delete the video later, if they are, mentioned that they have to miss the stream tonight because it's their birthday and there's people hanging out. So I made them a quick video while I was on my hydration break. That's why the Lines song lapsed. But anyway, so if you go to my Twitter, there's 11 seconds of me singing happy birthday to somebody I don't know. And let's see. This is such a happy car. Am I in the car? Oh, it's me, a Jojo. Welcome, Kerkershot. Okay. I should use a hydro flask. I don't know what... Is that some sort of hydration thing? The big thing is that I need to vent the room and mute the stream every so often. Cleo. I hope so, Vin. We're so close. We're so close to being able to be done with this video. I don't need a fancy water bottle. I've got a mason jar with a straw in it. That's Tennessee. That's a... Need to watch the road. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my mason bottle with the straw, or mason jar with the straw in it, but thanks, you guys. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've got the PayPal link. Let's go ahead and drop the last 3 buckets of lava. Oh, away we will go for the joy of the road and the joy of the stories we will write. And we will never fear though the dark is drawing near, for we know our way through the night. Over sea to the dawning horizon, I will keep my eyes on the home calling me. I will see on the day I arrive in, I will keep my eyes on the home calling me. That's a song by Brosephine, who is amazing at writing songs, it turns out. So, definitely... Do we not... I need a link to that. Slash... There it is. Yeah, seriously, guys. This is, like, the best song. I love this song so much. It made me so happy. It's 90 seconds long. You guys can save it for later. This is the best star shanty. Like, in the same way that Send Me a Wave via Subspace is like a Starlight Lounge type song, this is a star shanty. It's a diaspora sea shanty for a spacefaring people. I love it. It makes me just so happy. So, yeah. But this is made by somebody who has literally never written music before, or at least never shared it on the internet, and it's amazing. So, okay. So, what I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in some of this. I don't know if I see literally anything repeated several times or whatever, and no one's talking or engaging with it, sometimes that just gets it timed out, because I'm like, whatever this is, there's too much of it. I'm not paying attention to who wrote it. Guys, don't take it personally if you get timed out. You might just get timed out because sometimes there's too many words, and they're yours. I don't know. Are we doing a listen along to the song? Yes. So, 90 seconds on the clock. Everybody open up your Bee Stinger Star Shanty. I'm going to mute my audio so it doesn't go through. And I'll hit play, and I try not to sing along so I don't ruin it for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, guys, I had to mute the mic so that you don't hear me singing along with the song. That's intentional muting. It's supposed to be good content. Thank you, Hero Eliza, for noticing. Hey, if I can't uplift up-and-coming songwriters who play Dungeons & Dragons with me at conventions, then why am I going to conventions playing Dungeons & Dragons? Actually, because it's fun. But anyway. Yeah, we're just going to fill this in here. People are saying, I think you muted too much. No, I muted myself so you wouldn't hear me singing along. And I also muted the audio so you wouldn't hear the audio, because you're supposed to be playing it. It's not fair to other people who work hard on their music if you're listening to me stream it. You should be listening to their SoundCloud link so that they get credit. Sea shanties can be back in style. We just got to get on that, Eagle. I am drowsy. It is late. Of course, I had all my pickaxes on me. Thank goodness. I'm glad that worked. Let's turn back to... B-double-O has left the game, don't you know? "33-year-old listens to music that someone who plays D&D with him at a convention writes." Yeah, wouldn't you? Like, that's why we go out and meet people, so that we can experience incredible art and stuff like that that would never have been discoverable otherwise. Like, you should be curating your own life experiences. Thank you for the beautiful Murgy there, Badger Spanner 307. Somebody says you can break not Badger Spanner. You can break Badger Spanner with your hand. You can break shulker boxes with your hand. Yeah, but then your hand will hurt, so then who looks dumb? So I'm just going to do this my way. Can I force that into slot 3? There we go. That's not the button I wanted. What'd that do? Ah, it's too bright. How much does it take to make a Hermitcraft episode? Well, this episode, I'm like 8 or 10 hours into recording at this point. Okay, so from up here, you probably won't see too much of that down there. I'm kind of tempted to fill in some of that around here. Hey, Gail, thank you for the $2. That brings us up to 14 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. Yeah, my wooden pick has a silk touch on it, so I don't break anything important and then be unable to retrieve it. Oh, I forgot to light this all up. I was going to use lava buckets to light this all up. Okay. Face camera off. Start recording. Hermitcraft, Season 6, Episode 129, Segment Foxtrot. Take 1. You know, I talked a little bit about procrastination earlier this episode, because I wanted to entitle this episode Unscheduled Recreational Crisis. You know, if you procrastinate when you're trying to plan your breaks, you don't get an enjoyable break, especially when you have kids. You end up with a kid that doesn't have a snack or doesn't have a water bottle or something like that. And what should have been a nice, pleasant afternoon out at the park or at the zoo or whatever becomes an unscheduled recreational crisis. If you just think about in advance what you want to do, how you want to do it, and what you need to divert the known failures. Oh no! That timer should not have gone off already. I thought I was testing this without the traps active. Okay. Well. Anyway, my point is that there's a lot of great opportunities to have fun if you make the time to do them right. But how is this? Okay. So this one is going off into here, even though we're at a point where, as far as I can tell, that timer shouldn't be active. Okay, this is part of programming called debugging. We are currently debugging the system. So there is currently no signal running through here into the timer. But somehow that one is still on. Now that particular line is linked to the redstone path that activates at 45 seconds. Which means we need to go follow this 45-second lead. This one is trap number 4. We don't need to worry about that now. This one goes to trap junction 3 and 2. Trap junction 2 is the one that just fired and dropped us in to the lava there. So we know it's successfully terrifying, as we intended. This same block here that was causing us trouble, somehow this powered block is powering the stuff around us. We need to come back here with a single repeater, and we'll fix this. This is real simple to fix. Something causes that particular one to stay on. Now, even though I think that we're going to have all the redstone done today, we are not going to actually open this until we have the prize area and the actual lighting for this area set up, because I don't want people to ride the coaster and then not be able to cash in their tickets. That's just cruel. But we do have the lava and the redstone parts all clearly working, as you can tell. You know, probably the fastest way back there is just to take... let's not take the fastest way back with the minecart. Let's follow the path that we know is safe. There we go. And somewhere over here is that ladder well. Here it is. All these little emergency ladder wells also need covers on them. Okay, so in order to make this work, I think what we need to do is break this block here and replace it with that. Whoops. There. Now that should actively carry the correct signal at all times. So, let's continue our safety check of the entire coaster while we continue to talk about avoiding unscheduled recreational crises. Anyway, if you're trying to plan a fun afternoon that's actually relaxing and restful for you and your kids, you go out of your way and you say, what are all the things my kid might need? And how can I make sure that we're not going to have everything go wrong? But can you do the same thing for yourself? Can you actively say, like, what do I need to be successful in the next week or month or year, you know? Like, what do I have to do to make sure that I don't find myself lacking something necessary, you know? Oh, perfect. So that causes you a little bit of damage there, but it still gets you on the right track. So as long as somebody doesn't show up here with, like, only a heart of health left, we should be okay there. And this is going to bring us here. Getting the lava in here is really just improving the overall mood. And there we go. Back to the start. Which, now that I'm looking at it, we probably actually do want to have some sort of block so you can get back out of the cart there. It's kind of funny that people just fall in the pit, though. It's unceremonious, but I don't know. I like it. So anyway, we have got this all done. I'm pretty happy with it. But what I think we need to do now is to wrap up this episode with a poem. You might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That was thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Eagle Fam. In lieu of that poem, I will... Well, away we will go for the joy of the road. Let's stand up here. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I try not to sneeze into the microphone. That was bad. Okay. Where can we showcase the lava well from here? Is this a good place for it? There we go. I want the cart going by in the background while I read the poem. Now, I think I'm going to go reset the cart after I pull up the poem. We found where we're going to be. I think, so we tried reading this yesterday, and I realized that I wasn't done with the episode, so we're going to do it again. You can see the cart there. Sorry for the sneeze. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run back down there. We're going to activate the cart. And then we're going to hop off, and then we're going to start recording the poem. You may have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Eagle Fam. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. This one's one I'm particularly proud of from back in the day, entitled Hidden Lake. The parking lot for the Hidden Lake is a mile north of the interstate, just past the Veterans Cemetery. Wind a mile further or so past the map at the entrance that doesn't show the newest connecting trails, past the roofless cinder-block farmhouse with trees growing up through its dirty floor, up and o'er the concrete dance floor poured during Prohibition that overlooks the graveless lawns that hopefully field the outskirts of the cemetery, and beyond the empty train car that someone must have hauled up here as a joke, or on a dare, or as part of a scheme to conceal consumption of liquors untaxed and unlawful. And there is the Hidden Lake. Cut stone walls sheer up from a quarry missing a lake's worth of rock, and the muddy trail around invites enfoliaged visitors to appreciate it from each side. Is this a legacy? Things taken and took from nature, reclaimed and repurposed? Is this vacation pit more impressive than all the blocks that were taken from it and have since crumbled? There are no plaques riveted to the benches extolling, "Look upon my works, ye leisurely, and relax." Though the stapled paper at the trailhead warns in laminate, valuables must not be left in vehicles. The stewards of this place have seen things taken, and this place is open to the sky. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stream is not over. That was the end of that recording. Excuse me. Face camera back on. So we're going to start recording episode 131, like literally. Let's check, did we get any donations? We do have a donation we need to acknowledge. Thank you, Safi, for the $4, which brings us up to 18 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. And it looks like we got another one. Whoa, we got 100 that just came in from Eagle Fam. I'm glad that I didn't start recording the next segment already because we would have missed that. And no sense in wasting Eagle's time waiting for me to notice something so special. So I appreciate that, Eagle. We are going to expand Joe. Ba, 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 ba. So there's 1 out of 5. A lot of people are saying, good night. You guys can go to bed if you want. We're recording another episode still. That was the end of 129. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of expansion, yeah. This is the beginning. Oh, oh, oh. This is the beginning of an ending. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We have expanded 3 times now. That one was a little weird. But sometimes things get a little weird when we start slipping into the ethereal plane, leaving that material world behind us. We are back here at 90 opacity. We got 2 more face camera expansions to churn through, thanks to Eagle Fam. Eagle Fam says, you would never waste my time. That may be true, but I always want to respect it. I want to respect the time of everyone here. There's a saying in entertainment that the least we can do is to respect the time of the people who give it to us. Like, you folks who show up here, you want to see something cool? I want to show you something cool. And that's why we're going to have Joe Hill's Shark Doo 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 Doo. Joe Hill's Shark Doo 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 Doo. Joe Hill's Shark Doo 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 Doo. Joe Hill's Shark. Joe expand bum ba 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 ba. Joe expand ba 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 ba. I can't even do this. This is too silly for me. This is too silly even for me. Let's go ahead and drop that opacity down to 80. I'm having fun, Eagle. I hope you are too. And we are going to expand just one final time. For right now, anyway. So we are going to... I need to keep... This opacity window thing is really hard to find. There we go. Bringing that down to 70 for us. There we are. Okay. Welcome, one and all. Oh no, the mobs are all going to be here. At least they won't all be here immediately adjacent, because the lava actually did light a lot up. But we do need to, get to bed. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't expand to the ghost. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we can always make you laugh. Or I can always make you laugh. I like to think, one of the things I love about these streams and these recordings is that this feels truly collaborative. Like, everything on Hermitcraft is collaborative, but, like, everything on YouTube is also collaborative. There's multiple axes of collaboration. There's collaboration between me and the viewers, collaboration between me and the other people on the server, and it's just fun. B-Dubs was on, but he called it a night. So we are actually about to record our next intro. Start recording. Oh, I've started like 12 episodes right here. I should get on the horse and saddle up my horse and I ride into the terracotta, avoiding all the magma blocks because I oughta avoid getting a burned toes on my horse's unshod shoes. I don't know where I should start recording. Whoa! He does not like that. Okay. Hey, welcome, Truck Pipe. Hermitcraft, Season 6, Episode 130, Segment Alpha, Take 1. How safe is this? This doesn't feel safe. Howdy, y'all! This seems really unsafe. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I decided, now that horses are back in fashion, to ride one past this wonderful bastion of redstone ingenuity. That's right, my roller coaster, my roller toaster, is pretty much fully operational. Everything about the coaster itself works. We got the redstone working, we got the traps working, but what we don't have, that's right, we don't have the prize claim at the end. We don't have all the lighting on the ground. We've done a lot of terraforming, but we haven't done a lot of terra safety, so it's kind of terrifying. And I'm not lying when I say you don't want to be here at night. This could be much better lit, and I thought that these magma blocks would do a lot toward that. Turns out that they don't. Now, adding the lava pools did help quite a bit, but even so, I've got a few options. One, I could take random buckets of lava and just put scattered smaller lava pools just throughout this whole area. And that to me seemed like the best plan until I repeatedly died trying to get lava, and I don't have any equipment except, well, I do have this chainmail, which has fire protection too. So as long as I don't get dumped back into the lava, that should be fine. But, I don't know if basically there's a chance that maybe everywhere that I have a magma block right now, I just put a lava block next to it. That would light everything up pretty well. It would make it dangerous for people to fly in here via elytra, but is it really my job to protect them? I would argue no. Now, I will mention that Mjolnir's hammer was indeed spared from that terrifying fate in the caves below earlier. So I know some of you guys are big fans of Mjolnir's hammer, but don't despair. I have learned my lesson, though. I'm just going to take this wooden pickaxe with me next time. And now that I don't have the elytra, for my trips to the cave entrance, I'm going to have to take the horse, which is okay. I didn't build a horse entrance in the front of this building, and I'm regretting that now. But once I get out here to the open road, I can feel that breeze in my hair. I don't know if any of you guys are watching with a fan in front of you. Just point that fan directly into your face right now. And if you want to talk into the fan and make a Darth Vader voice and be like, "Joe, I am your father," I'd be like, well, I know you're not really my dad. And you're unlikely to be Mr. Darth Vader. James Earl Jones, if you are actually watching this, I just want to let you know, I really, really appreciate your work in Field of Dreams, and I also understand the irony of interrupting you during your YouTube time to tell you that, because Terrence Mann, the author of The Boat Rocker and Field of Dreams, was a reclusive hermit who did not want people talking to him about his work. But you were a wonderful actor, Mr. Earl Jones. Anyway, we are just going to proceed, kind of wishing I had a faster horse. Hopefully we can cash in on that elytra insurance soon. That would be most excellent. But anyway, let's go get a whole bunch of lava and just light up all the terrain there so we can get this place open. And we're going to meditate a little bit on what prizes would be suitable as well. Time skip. Okay, so then we can just run through there. Good night, sweet baby. The world has more for you than it seems. Good night. Let the moonlight take the lid off your dreams. We took a small flight in the middle of the night from one tiny place to another. And my parents, they remained at the shack with Lorraine and my aunt and my grandpa and brother. We walked past the tarmac and boarded the craft. The rain had me chilled to the bones. Just the three of us took flight that night. Uncle Richard, me and James Earl Jones. Well, the pilot, he gave me a blanket, while the tall, dark man sang to me in deep, rich tones. Good night, sweet baby. The world has more for you than it seems. Good night, let the moonlight take the lid off your dreams. Somebody said, why don't you use flint and steel to light up fires for the landscape? That's a way better idea. Literally did not occur to me that was an option. Korean is not on. It is super late in the United Kingdom right now. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the pop screen. Pop screener! Get caught up in the pop screener. Okay. Oh, man. No, don't fall down the hole. No, okay. How... Yeah, the magma blocks don't store light anymore. We tried. Yeah, the lullabies I sang to Corinne include that. This is a garbage gate. The complete history of the Soviet Union is told through the eyes of a humble worker. That's her favorite. And the Hit the Merch Store parody I wrote. Let's pull the lyrics up for that. I feel like singing. Don't autocorrect it to Mercy Store. I know what I meant. This is a song about a D&D game that I watch on Twitch, and also I've seen them perform in person. The people involved, two of them, I've been following their careers since like 2001, 2002 or so. They're amazing. So, anyway. It's absurdity in RPG form. Tycho Brahe's behind creased cardboard, but you don't pull up chairs for humor, do you? You shouldn't miss this guy Cathris. He shakes a stone, there's light eldritch, compelling you, the viewers, to hit the merch store. 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 Walnuts Grove is gone, which sucks for a druid. Plus Malus strong, but nuts wise into it. Sigils on the cave walls stab like daggers. She took wolf form and she howled aloud. She bit at Cathris and she snapped her snout, and by her instincts drew you to the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Rosie, she shopped there before. Her grandkids get gifts from this store. Little halflings with ink pens playing footloose. I've seen them picnic beneath the stars, wearing their bright dark magic scarves. It's a one-stop shop for birthdays at the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Danar's a paladin dragonborn who treats everybody else with scorn, but you know that they all deserve it, don't you? He gains entitlement from bits, or so Jerry claims, so I guess it fits. And they both expect you all to hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Yeah, you can have some water. 1 second. Sorry about that. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here. Getting, what do you call it? Interrupted by a small child who I didn't. Normally, I try to put water where she can get to it, and I forgot. My bad. Okay. Where was I? Maybe there are gods beyond whose tendrils shift. It's hard to come into a verse in the middle of it because each verse is slightly different with... sorry. Eagle says, I've always hummed or sung songs doing menial jobs around the house. When my oldest was in 2nd grade, teacher complained he did the same thing. So you had to warn future teachers? Yeah, I believe it. Maybe there are gods beyond whose tendrils shift their waking pawns, but Jerry kinda seems like he has got this. At least until the phones light up, ideas arise then outright erupt, and Jerry's gone volcanic, cursing Rothfuss. But anyway. Where were we? Yeah, she should be in bed. She should be in bed, but you know what? Sometimes kids aren't going to get back in bed unless you make sure they hydrate. Hydration is key to growth. Also a lot of other health-related things, so I'm not going to stop her from doing her hydrations. Part of me thinks like I should just dump some of the lava like that. And just like let it go. Let it go, let it go. Let the lava flow anymore. Let it go, let it go. These blocks should be on all 4 sides. Yeah, that doesn't actually look good having it like floating there, I'm realizing. It was actually better in the corner. Like, this one would probably look okay going through there. Sparing lava. Yeah, we want to use the lava sparingly, but we also, like, legit don't want things spawning. I don't like having all of these dark things filled in with lava, but they're also already pre-made channels, which is convenient. Okay. Have I already forgot the flint and iron idea? Well, I'm going to use the lava that I've already gathered. That's just good sense. No sense being wasteful. Yeah, we'll come back and do flint and steel later. Who beat the dragon first? I believe that would be St. George, canonically. But yeah, I also did forget about the flint and iron, so thank you for reminding me. I think that this will be okay kind of on the whole. We'll throw 3 buckets of lava in other places, just kind of around. Kind of just give it a little bit of room. How is there still exposed dirt here? What happened there? Part of me is just like, I don't care. We'll just cover it. Cover everything that's... Get rid of that exposed dirt. Hopefully you don't mine into the redstone chambers. Okay. So now we'll do the flint and steel idea. And let's go ahead and make sure we can see our Gmail alerts. Great, great, great. Okay, so let's go ahead and I kind of wanted to cover this. Can I give you guys a ride on the roller coaster? Well, we just did that, but I guess some people just came in and haven't seen it fully executed. I do want to kind of use it. I do want to use it to see. Here's what we're going to do: is we are going to get the flint and steel, and then identify the dark areas around the roller coaster. Welcome to the Mixer chat, Eagle. Okay, so we need to find somewhere. I think I had iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars. Looney Tunes song. Okay, so we're gonna. There's flint at least. I was gonna say, if I only had time to make. Here we go. Start recording. Face camera off. Hermitcraft Season 6, Episode 130, Segment Bravo, Take 1. As you can see, we are back here, and I have begun covering the area in general with lava, with magma. There's just having a few pools of lava here and there just isn't going to provide the fully lit Minecraft experience that people come to expect from Hermitcraft. They want Hermitcraft to not blow up arbitrarily because of creepers. And, you know, that's a high bar to clear here on Hermitcraft. We gotta really... Oh, wait, I can just set the magma ones on fire directly. Now, that kind of looks less than ideal in some ways, but in others, it's actually pretty handy. Don't run directly through the fire, I say, as I do it 3 times in a row. 3 times, you guys. But, you know, that's fine. You know, that's acceptable. As long as we generally set a lot of this aflame, we shouldn't have too many mobs spawning on our side of the water, and any of the ones that can swim are usually less of a threat than the ones that can't, so I'm not too worried there. See, there's a creeper that just spawned across the way, but he can't cross the water, so we're alright. And, yep. Oh, that's a land bridge. Next problem, we're going to flee from the creeper very rapidly this way. You might have noticed we brought a cart with us. Goodbye, creeper and zombie. And we can use this then to identify where else we might need to add some light. Like this area here is a little dark. Now you might say, Joe, isn't this safer to do during the day? Oh yeah, it's way safer to do this during the day. Because like a creeper could come and blow up a huge segment of this at any time as I do this. But during the day I can't actually tell what needs to be lit and what doesn't. Thank you, lanterns. Oh man, can we not break these lanterns with this sort of thing? We can, it's just super slow. Super slow. Luckily, the magma pools do provide a great amount of, I was going to say buoyancy. They do. They do. Magma is actually way better to float on than salt water in terms of your body's buoyancy. In terms of your body's inflammability, however, there are other factors at play. I suggest consulting your doctor before trying a float on, what do you call that? Magma. But, you know, that's just me. Uh-oh. Have we burned through that entire flint and steel already? Oh, man, we need to light this part up, too. I'm going to redeploy. I'm going to mark the areas that really need to be lit with... Yeah, why don't I do that? Until I get enough flint for another flint and steel, I'll just mark the areas that need to be lit with torches. Then I'll put fire where all the torches were. Hey... Look at that. That's actually a good idea in a Joe Hills video. In a Joe Hills video, there is a good idea. You guys, mark your calendars. People are going to be celebrating this day for a while. Hey, never mind. I found more steel, so we'll just do it live. Okay. So, we are going to grab another cart here. Just in case. Oh, no. That guy is really up in our grill. And, of course, our hammer is up here. Oh, hey, the lava pools actually did their job. That's not their official position, but, you know, it's always nice when they do anyone's job. Okay, so right here is a clear area that would be ripe for some additional inflammations. So we're just going to swing low and set those aflame. Great. Anything else we can see clearly from up here is an obvious must-have. Oh, yeah, that area right there. Ooh, yeah, that's a creeper. That is undesirable. Part of me is saying, Joe, I've been pushing my luck already, but this is a push-your-luck game. So why don't we fly up here? We're going to hop off that guy. And then check out what down here needs to be lit. Oh, yeah, all the stuff with the skeletons needs to be lit. Stuff with the spiders needs to be lit. Stuff with the creepers probably could also afford a little lighting. On the whole, though, this internal segment here is pretty good. Why are there 2 carts? Maybe one of them was stuck at some point and then the other one just knocked it clear. Whatever. That's fine. We're just having fun playing a Minecraft. Good. Okay, so let's go ahead and let all of the... let's let the moon... enter the day, or whatever we call it. There's a word for that when the sun rises. Let's do that. Let's make a day happen. Oh, is that a zombie with a fishing rod? What is hitting me? I hear a skeleton. I see a zombie. That is a zombie with a fishing rod. Can he actually, like, fling me places? Should I be more scared than I am right now? I'm pretty scared right now. Okay, well, and we can't use the bed because there are monsters nearby. So instead, let's eat some cake. Thanks, Cub Corp. Time skip. Stop recording. Face camera back on. Whew. Okay. Walk backwards and fire the ground behind you. That's how I walk into lava. Thank you, Vin. Thank you. I will walk backwards as what was it? I will walk backwards into hell as I stare into the face of God. Yeah, that's actually something I'm trying not to do, Vin. Something I'm trying not to do. Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard like a creepy child laughter noise, and I'm like, there shouldn't be any of those. None. Okay. We can't ride the cart right now because it'll kill us. Yeah, we have a lot of episodes to make before the end of the month to hit our Patreon quota. I have been busy with a bunch of stuff with my family in the front half of the month and like doing a bunch of... So there's a bunch of like automotive stuff where it's like, I was like, I should put this off. But there's certain things like replacing your tires where you can only have so many times where you like try to stop at a stop sign and the car keeps going, where you're just like, there's a difference between being thrifty and being dead. No. Yeah. So, I had been trying to get my car tires fixed, and there was problems with the tires not coming in when they said they were going to, and got the radiator flushed and the oil changed today. But just a bunch of little stuff like that. I tried to front load the whole month with like all the stuff that I have to get done. So then the back half of the month I can just focus on YouTube stuff more. Nobody else is on at this point. It's super late at night in the Europe. The Europe. Bum-ba-dum-bum. The Europe. Bum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Ooh, the chief. So this is that awkward time where the sun is up but the creepers are still out. So how is there only one cart here? Where's the other one? It's probably stuck somewhere. Are there still a ton of creepers? Yep, there's one there. Where does the cart get stuck if there's nobody riding it? That's what I need to figure out, probably. Although the timer on empty carts in the future should generally clear that out okay. Okay, so we're going to divert successfully this way. We don't have any lighting down there. We need to add some torches or lanterns. Lanterns might be appropriate for that spot. You know, the fires actually really make this... Whoa! Okay, I thought the green beam was the creeper. Oh, the other cart got stuck there, and then it ramped us. Warface God says, why is your head so big? Maybe you're sitting too close to your monitor. It should be normal size. According to this baseball cap, absolutely normal size head. This is not a comically large baseball cap. This is a normal size cap. I'm gonna die just from falling through here. Oh. Yeah, creepers don't burn up, they can only despawn. So, anyway. Ooh. Resist to Kill says, what is your ratio for video playtime versus video editing for YouTube? I have trouble with the balance of sleeping correctly. At this point, the each episode normally record for 2 to 6 hours. These roller coaster episodes can be some of the last 2 episodes have been like closer to 8 to 12 hours. These roller coaster episodes just take a lot of work, which means we get better, more productive episodes, but like it doesn't like sorry, it's hard to get a lot of episodes out when you record for 15 hours per episode. Like, people like Mumbo or Iskall can do it because this is their day job, but for me, where I can only record for 2 or 3 hours at a time, that really messes with my schedule. So I try my best. For a while, I was doing... Each episode was about... I would record for 40 minutes and then cut it down to 20. And that was good in terms of my productivity, but I just wasn't necessarily getting as much done as I wanted to in each episode. Interesting. Soul Sand can't catch on fire. Is that creeper still around? Doesn't look like it. Good. Just gonna cover that there. Hey, welcome Minecraft Sunflower. Glad to see you. If you guys keep repeating the same things, you're gonna get timed out. If you don't like the size of the face cam, don't worry. It resets every day at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time. Just put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Boop, 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 boop. Howdy, y'all. Those minecarts with Hermit's names were originally credit cards that I repurposed. Okay, so... yeah, now I'm out of iron, so we can't light any more torches. It doesn't get bigger every hour. It gets bigger every $20 worth of donations we get. We are currently 18 out of $20 toward our next face camera expansion milestone. So if anybody donates $2, it'll grow again. Once it gets this big, it starts getting 10% more transparent every time, too. I've been working on this project for about 6 weeks. It's embarrassing to some degree, but it's fun. I'm having fun. Okay, somewhere I had a bunch of blocks. Yeah, the fire on top of the nether... we have fire tick off, so fire will just stay here indefinitely. It's nice. Okay. Where did I lose all those iron blocks when I fell earlier? No, I didn't. Good, good, good. Six weeks is good to mine or to farm all this. Yeah, this is. Well, this project has some advanced redstone. It's got all sorts of stuff. Because this roller coaster has 6 different ways to die. And so what we need to do is make sure that you can only die from those 6 ways and that you don't die because of random stuff like mobs spawning here. I feel bad that I couldn't get this redstone underground. I'm too tired. To some degree, I kind of like the idea that there's at least one trap that you can just, like, visually see from the entrance. Like, it's part of the game that you can just see, like, oh, what does that do? That'll kill you. Like, it seems educational. Hey, the Connor, thank you for the $2 donation. Once we get to the top of this hill, we will go ahead and expand the face cam. So for those of you who have never seen a Joe Hill stream before, every $20 face camera fund donation we receive, we expand the face camera. Now, once we're at this point in the stream, the camera gets so big that I have to start adjusting the translucency. So I've taken on a ghostly visage. I'm right now about 70% transparent. So we're going to expand Ghost. Do-do-do-do. And then we will also modify that opacity in the chroma key back down to 60. Boom. There we go. So it actually gets easier to see, even though I'm going to continue to grow. Thank you very much to the Connor02, or just the Connor2, for the $2 that pushed us over the top. So, see, there was that $2 on our abacus. So right now, yeah, we've raised a good amount tonight. Which is great, because I dropped a lot of money on radiator, transmission fluid, or what is it? Yeah, it's transmission fluid, and tires, and all sorts of automotive stuff this week and last week. This has been the month of getting the car expenses taken care of. Because it's one of those things like, the car's like 10 years old now, or 11. So it's just kind of getting to that age where it's like, you gotta start replacing stuff. Gotta get all those fluids checked. New tires, which we've already replaced the tires before, but they don't stay good forever. You gotta replace them a lot. So that's affected my streaming schedule some. That I've been just trying to deal with all those auto shop visits and stuff. It's, as far as I can tell, it's all behind us. There might be one additional stop to look at the brakes, which I know we had replaced recently enough that they don't need to be completely replaced. But sometimes when the weather changes, you need to, get them tightened or loosened because of the expansion of the metal or something. They'll start squeaking or squealing, even though they're not out, just because the metal contracted. Manatee Gag writes, why do I have to rotate the tires? Don't they rotate enough when I'm driving? You think they would. Okay. Yeah, if you are using a lot of Ks in order, that's gonna kind of look like you're super racist. Whether you are or not, I just don't have time to tell the difference. So that's how you get timed out and banned. Just letting you know. Okay, so I think we got this pretty well lit. Let's come up here this time. And eyeball it. Golden Alpha Rex. Well, my wife is in graduate school, and grad students, at least here, can't get health insurance to cover the entire family. So it's been my responsibility to have, and also graduate students work insane hours and don't get paid very much. So it's been my job to have a job and have health insurance for everybody. That is the The single largest reason I am not a full-time YouTuber is because of the way health insurance is structured in America. So when it's like, well, if we gave everybody free health care, then they'd all be cheap and lazy or whatever. It's like, yeah, I think I'm a pretty hard-working person, and I would be doing even better work if I had health insurance because I could work for myself. I have a bunch of programming projects that I've put off because I can't do them while I'm doing my day job. Like, okay, America, you just, you're not interested in innovation. The number one way you could have more innovation in this country is by letting entrepreneurs have health insurance. Letting self-starters have health insurance. And you might say, well, how are you going to tell the difference between an entrepreneur and somebody who's just gaming the system? I don't care. They can game the system all they want as long as, people who are genuinely working hard get coverage and their kids. Like, whatever. Err on the side of helping too many people so that more cool stuff can get done. That's my opinion. Okay. Hey, Nostalgic, the face camera grows every time we get a $20 milestone on donations. And it'll reset at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time. Okay. So, I think we have this lit up enough that people can start using it safely. But what we don't have is we don't have this building really secured. We need to set up the prizes, the rules, that sort of thing. Excuse me. I don't know how many times I've died in this world. I died like 4 times in the last few days, so probably a lot. So I don't have good armor. It keeps getting lost in the void or falling in lava or whatever. Well, away we will go for the joy of the road, the joy of the stories we will write. And we will never fear, though the dark is drawing near, for we know our way through the night. Overseas to the dawning horizon, I will keep my eyes on the home calling me. I will go. Okay, I keep hearing a zombie noise, but I don't know where it could possibly be from. Maybe I'm just really tired. Wait, did something just go past? Hey, thank you, Alex Bam, for the $3. That brings us to $17 away from our next face camera expansion. Who writes, OMG, your face is so big. There is a zombie. I'm not crazy. Knew it. Okay. So, no! Dang it, horse! I'm trying to bury some storage stuff down there. So what I'm figuring I need to do is make a bunch of barrels and just bury them in the floor. Like or chests or something. We have so much random stuff over here. And some of it needs to go elsewhere. Like all of these bows and arrows, though, these need to just go in chests. Or we need to turn them into dispensers. I'm getting so tired. It is getting warm in here. And we've been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. So, I think... Okay, it's almost 11:30. It is time for me to call it a night, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Hope you've enjoyed hanging out with each other's company. Let me check if there are any other hermits streaming according to Hermitcraft.com, my source for all Hermitcraft information. It's just me. It's just me. Oh, Okay, well, who else is streaming? Anybody I'm following on Mixer streaming? Let's check. Anybody else I know? Not really. Okay, anybody else I'm following on Twitch streaming? Hey, it looks like Falcon is going to be playing Stepmania. So go ahead and swing by and say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills right here. Why is it giving me ads? Dang it, don't give me ads. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to post this in all the chats, and we'll say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills right here. How do you can't skip these ads? This ad just goes on forever.